I just wanted to show how to do some quick UVs to start painting without much of an overhead. So I'm here in Houdini. I have this mesh. Let's say that I'm going to select the node, do copy, go to Blender, do paste. Now here's my mesh. And so I'm going to make this smooth. And so I'm going to have a UV editor in here, so split area. And I'm going to set these to UV image editor. And so I'm going to edit, just do one unwrap so I can see something in there. And so now I'm going to select all the edges. So select that and make mark seam. So now when I do unwrap, I will have a UV per polygon, or actually a UV island per polygon. And so you can see that here. And now I'm gonna still select everything and do pack islands. And so now everything is packed again. Okay, so now I'm gonna do an image, and I'm gonna call this text. And I'm gonna give it some color so I can see what's going on. Something like this. And now I'm going to do a new material. So I'm going to object mode and just going to delete this one, make a new one, and go into the node editor. See if I'm doing this right. Do I have to change the cycle so it shows up? Should be showing up here. Interesting. Let's see, maybe I have to click in here. Okay, here you go. And now Shift A, image, not this one. Shift A, search, image texture. Connect this in here and just plug in the texture I created in there called text. And I'll change the viewport to material. And so right away I can see the texture applied to it. And so if I go into texture painting, now I can start painting on my mesh. And so this is, if I change this to UV image, you can see that where my strokes fall on the UV. And so there's not much effort put into this UV, but allows me to start paint right away, which is quite nice. And overall it seems that the seams in Blender here hold up. Seems like I'm seeing some faults in here. Yeah, actually it looks like I'm seeing some faults in here, so maybe it requires more testing, but I've tried it before, even with the smear so on. It was sort of fine. So I remember if I tried to do this in Modo, it would break right away, and here it seems to hold up nicely. So that's it. Just painting right away. And of course when I'm done and I want to have a proper UV layout, I can always bake from this map. Actually I would have the islands with a tighter packing, but at the moment, just for demo purposes, this seems to be fine. So yeah, then just if I want to save this in the Blender file, pack as PNG, and this is saved on the Blender file. And that's it. Cheers.